Hey you guys, so look at my garlics here. Today's the day, June 25th, 2021. I think it's time to start pulling some garlic. This bed I've got regular garlic. That bed I've got some garlic, corms and bulbils that I planted, as well as a few regular heads and a bunch of onions. So we'll have to go check that bed out. This bed has some garlics in it, and I pulled a few yesterday because I just wanted to see how they were coming along, you know. Obviously my plants are dying back. It's been so super hot, right? So I thought, well, maybe they're just getting burned, and then I realized, well, it doesn't matter if they're dying back naturally or they're getting burned. It's obviously time to pull the garlic plants. So let me show you these heads I pulled. On the way over, we're passing my Uranus fertilizer experiment. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with this table. This is usually where I dry my garlic, as you can see, but just as a quick stop, can you tell this plant has only had water and sun and love? But look how much greener these plants are. It's an amazing thing. You should check out those videos. Oh, great. Look how big that head of garlic is. These are elephant garlics. They're size of softballs. Well, this one's a, small baseball, softball. This is regular hard neck, or soft neck garlic. Look how big that is. Ah! Alright, so obviously it's time to pull. What I need to do now is water in the beds pretty well. Otherwise, and yeah, I'm sure you've had this happen, you pull on a head to pull it out and the green snaps off and the bulb stays inside. So we need to make sure this soil is nice and wet. So I'm going to get some sprinkler action going in here and then start pulling some garlic. Alright, so got the bed watered in pretty well. I'm watering from a few different angles here. This is extra water because I want to be able to dig out the garlic pretty easily and gracefully. So I'm going to dig it out and put it in my cart. And yeah, I'll check back with you. Just a quick check-in, you guys. I could not be more pleased with the size of this garlic. I am pretty blown away so far what I pulled, and I've only pulled part of a bed. Look, all of them. All of these so far are huge. Many of these were corms and bulbils that I planted 2 years ago, got rounds last year, and then replanted them. So this has been a couple-year process on some of these. I'll get them all straightened out on the table, but in such a short period of time to have these gigantic, I mean, there's not a normal sized or average grocery store size head in here yet. Anyway, excited. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I also decided to leave the onions like over there because they're not ready yet. When they are ready, the tops will die back more. I've been pulling them as I need onions because some of mine are gigantic and some in the big garden are ready to come out, but so few of them. I think I'm pretty much going to ignore the onions, but I do have garlic interspersed, so we'll get to those. Alright, we'll check in soon. Hi you guys, so I wanted to show you something real quick when I'm pulling this garlic here. This is a soft-necked garlic, right? You know, because it's got this nice, soft, pliable neck, unlike this kind of a garlic, which has this hard, unmovable, well, not it moves, but you know what I mean. It's like you have to break it to get the middle to move. So it's a nice soft-necked garlic. But what you're going to see in some of them is down here. Actually, let's pull this garlic. Okay. You're going to see that there are some cloves or bulbils that are setting in the stalk of this garlic, which is unusual, but not really rare or anything. Some people will tell you that you can't get cloves from a soft-necked garlic, that it just doesn't happen. You won't get bulbils or corms, which were really a elephant garlic thing, but people sometimes get them confused. But here you go. The proof is in the pudding. Yes, you can plant these. They will act just like any other bulbil. If we plant them in the fall, next year we'll get a round, and then the year after that we will get a whole head, which is likely where this one came from. So anyway, teaching moment. Teaching moment. All right, onward. All right, the bed is now clean. And look at the garlic. Can't wait to weigh this stuff, but I think I'm going to dry it a little bit first. Like I said, I have garlic spread around the yard and other areas, so I'm going to go ahead and go on a search and hunt it down, and then we'll probably clear off the table, because that's where I like to dry my garlic, and we'll put it up to dry. Or maybe we'll use the solar dryer. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Hi you guys, so I'm doing my weigh-in results on my garlic, and I wanted to talk about a couple things that I've done for Shed Wars before I weighed this in. First of all, I harvested my garlic, but I've let it dry for a couple days, so the grains will weigh less. If there were still scapes on them, I cut them off. Even though they're edible, I won't eat the whole thing. The other thing I did as best I could was to get most of the dirt out of here. If you can imagine, when I first picked these, this was a big clod of dirt. And so what I do, I'll come over here and show you with these two smaller ones, is if I weighed this, obviously I'm going to get all this dirt. Less here. This is a round, and this is actually a head, so they're slightly different, and you can see the root systems are different, but that's a different video. So what I do is I take the root ends, and I go back and forth. I don't want the root ends to come off necessarily, but I don't want them holding onto that dirt, because it's going to give me a false weight, right? So all that dusting of dirt is now gone from being weighed. I tried to look up how to properly weigh everything in Shed Wars. Most people are just pulling their garlic fresh out of that I've seen, fresh out of the ground, and they're just weighing it. If you do that, you're getting all that extra green weight, and you're getting a lot of dirt weight. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think it's fair. So I'm doing the best I can, cleaning them off. I'm not going to let them totally cure out here in the sun, though, because it's 112 today, and damn, it's hot. So anyway, let's move on to the results of this table and my other table. Alright, so after cleaning most of this off, weighing it after it's cured for a couple days, this table has 80 heads of garlic on it, including these freeloaders down there, the ones where the greens were not able to be kept, and we're at 32 pounds, but yes, there is more. Alright, here's my second table, so I'm going to get to cleaning these up and weighing them. There are, let's see, there's 123 heads on this table. Some of these, though, are much, much smaller, like this little bitty. I shouldn't even have pulled it. Some of these I got from the big garden, but I'll use these for stock and whatnot, you know. But good size heads, as regular garlic goes, but also, you know, a few giganticuses. All right, let me get going. So we weighed up the garlic. So on the solar drying table, I had 80 heads, and it came out to 32 pounds. On the metal table, I had 123 heads. That only came out to be 31 pounds, and that's because the general size of the garlic, the whole head of garlic cloves and all, was 31 pounds. So they were just smaller in general. So it's a total of 203 whole heads of garlic for a total of 63 pounds. That should last me a year. Probably give some of it away and some to the food bank, and some will be braided up into my kitchen. And yeah, so that's the beauty of garlic. It was a really good year. What do you think? What were your yields like? Let me know.